All right, y'all. So we're back with some more Gekishin Squadra, and today we're going to be just showing off my S rank final matches for technical. This is me starting from A1, and I just got like what 3 or 4 games here to actually hit the S rank achievements. Not really difficult with technical. Technical is like the main role that I personally had played in the network tests. Technical is very fun to me, so I just kind of got it out of the way really quickly here. Now. This is post recording over the matches. We're going to talk about like what exactly I did and why I chose to do so. I did use Hit for the last stretch of these matches. Hit's very fun actually. You know, at first I wasn't really that great with him, but over time I learned more and more how he works. But let me know if you guys prefer a video like this with like post recording over the matches for the S rank grind, or if you like the just full like what is it 4 hours grind, right? I think this one is probably going to be more preferable to a lot of people, but I want to see what people are thinking, right? Anyways, again, Hit is a very easy character to use as well. Gotenks comes out in a few days, so I think Gotenks could potentially be a little bit of a counter to Hit. We'll see how the Ghost Kamikaze works, but basically the general gist of what I do with Hit is I always try to get the first attack right there, make sure that we can get Zeno right away, push. You know, it does make it a little dangerous here, but I'm just like kind of walking around. Again, this is my first game of the day, so I'm kind of just still like getting used to how these things go. Actually, no, I believe this is my second game of the day, but still, I'm just still like kind of warming up a little bit. Here, I'm like trying to, well, I try to sneak around and essentially, knock them out so we can get the Kai, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Now I had to leave poor little Diamond Goku away, but you know, I would rather make sure I healed and die. I was trying to get around, but you know, the actual key spheres that Piccolo put there kind of stopped that from happening. I saw that they were kind of heading back to their God of Destruction, so I was gonna try and sneak one little hit there, but since they're just kind of doing their own thing, I'm gonna make sure we farm up, get level 4. Let me get my third skill, which is skill 1. I like going skill 3 first and then skill 2 just for the stun in case we do have to have a little team fight. Skill 1 could be a very viable option though in order to snipe the Kai. I could definitely see either way. It just really depends. Now right there we saw Shu was up, so I'm like there's no real point of me trying to sneak around when Shu's right there. Let's just try to play a little like not necessarily range, but just want to try to keep him from the tower as much as possible. I don't want to like rush in and potentially just like die again, right? Now on the bottom, Nappa's actually going to be showing up soon, and I was just making sure the tower's protected. From here, it doesn't really do too much. I tried to ping it, but it just wasn't working for some reason, man. I don't know. The ping system sometimes is a little weird. Right here, I'm like, okay, let me hide in the bushes, try to snipe Supreme Kai. I actually messed it up. Unfortunately, I did it a little too quick. I mean, either way, Piccolo had the special beam cannon. I think that it would have been pretty tough for me to do it since he decided to use a special beam cannon for the Kai. I'm not sure why. I mean, I guess bro really wanted that Kai, so I'm like, sure, let me. I see they're going down there, but Khalifa's already dead, so it's gonna take a bit for her to show up. And our Khalifa's kind of protecting right there to stop the other two from appearing. Luckily, we did get it in time thanks to Diamond Goku getting the secure. And I'm just, again, making sure that I'm farming up because I'm a little bit behind in terms of levels. As you see, I'm only level 5 right here, so I want to make sure I do actually get that all the way. I just head back to the tower just to be sure no one's here. Then I'm like, okay, let me just get a little bit of this farm. And then I'm like, okay, perfect. The second I leave, Khalifa actually does show up. And I didn't notice for a second until I was like, oh, wait, she hit a max burst. I'm stupid. Definitely not the best hit game of all time, that's for sure. Not really a good look. I'm gonna be real, chat. I should have been protecting the tower. That is completely on me. And again, you know, sometimes, again, first matches are first matches, but I could have definitely played a lot better there. So now I did go ahead and hit 17 down. He uses ultimate to get away, which, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Fair. We did make him basically waste his ultimate, is what I would say. And I did take Snowball just because it's like, I think Snowball could be a good card and hit. It's like Snowball or Gekishin High. I was thinking maybe I should have gone Gekishin High at this point, but it's not something that I could really change. Of course, it is what it is, right? Now 16 is here. Again, the best thing I could do as Hit is to just kind of be an annoyance and kind of try to stop them from stealing the boss. Unfortunately, Piccolo's little like skill 2 is actually quite annoying when you're playing hit, just because you have to be really careful with them, because again, you get hit once and skill 3's invisibility is just completely gone. I went to go ahead and stun 17 and we got the kill right here, I believe. There we go. And our Deborah is dead. I'm like, okay, I don't want to rush him without anyone else. I saw that Daimogoku was coming up here. He actually got killed. And yeah, we got a ton of kills right there, which is pretty good. The reason why we actually got that, where is my mouse clicker? Hello? Okay, it's right here. I was trying to find my mouse because there's 2 mouses on the screen. Well, the funny thing that happened right here is, again, obviously, you know, we got the kill in 17. I wish I could go a little far ahead, but I don't want to go 30 seconds ahead. Let me go back right here. Perfect. Again, we didn't get the snap on Daimogoku, but he went in and Piccolo missed that. And you know why that might have happened? That might have happened because he used special move cannon earlier as well. If he had the double charge, it would have been fine. But there we go. Cauliflo is just kind of rushing around there. I'm like, you're not gonna really push against Cauliflo right next to the tower. I'm like, okay, let's just have them scare Cauliflo off and distract her, and let me hit like a little burst right here's what I was thinking. I went to ping Deborah to make sure to protect the tower there. I was like, I could hit a little Gekishin burst right there. Perfect. Look at that. Amazing. I'm like, okay, we're good with that. I can get another one right here. Just a little like chip damage. We're so close to chipping that tower. Very, very close. At this point, I'm like scared to kind of really push in, because I'm like, I don't want to get sniped. I try to hit one there, but unfortunately that's not the case. I think I do. Yeah, I do snipe Piccolo. He's healing under the tower. Keep in mind, again, guys, if you have a move that can snipe someone under the tower, even if they're healing, like this Piccolo right here, like Daimogoku, if he threw his like mine in there, he potentially could have killed Cauliflo as well if he had any snowball stacks, right? But you see right there, I saw Piccolo just kind of standing healing, so let me just snipe this guy. Cauliflo tried to push in, but I'm like, I'm too low. I'd rather not risk a kill and lose these snowball stacks I have. I decided I'm going down to try and potentially sneak tower. Then Daimogoku is right there. Again, they're playing pretty defensive. That top tower was kind of cooked anyways, honestly. Daimogoku was leaving the tower, so I snuck around to see if I can go ahead and get a little sneak there. Because Daimogoku wasn't there anymore, I decided, let me just wait to make sure I am still invisible. Then right here, I think I was able to hit a Gekishin burst. Barely got the max Gekishin burst, but I was able to hit it and kill that god of destruction right there. Piccolo noticed a bit too late. Daimogoku left that tower open. Unfortunate for him. Right here, I'm like, they might be going for mid. I'm invisible still, so 17 went past me, man. Again, this is the thing about hit. You want to be a little like sneaky rat, right? 17 went right past me, but I had my skill 3 up for a reason. And I'm like, nope. So now I'm like, okay, well, let me just take this top tower here. GG, GG, GG. Let them handle the mid boss right there, right? Perfect. Now they have to go all the way back to heal. I would have gone to kill. I was waiting for Daimogoku to show up. Here's 17, just stun him, and Daimogoku is hitting our tower, and there we go. Again, it was shaky at the start for sure, but then I pulled through, you know, by going ahead and sneaking some of these towers there, being a little annoying rat, stopping 17 from stopping our Daimogoku, hitting the top tower right there. We had the bosses, like, we're looking pretty good there. So that is the first game. Again, we still have what, 27 minutes in this recording. We could just skip a little bit ahead. It doesn't really matter. So we're fighting a Cooler, a Majin Buu, Oob, and then Super Saiyan Goku. I mean, not much really you could say. I think that team, you know, besides Majin Buu, I mean, they have Cooler. I think that's pretty good. And they also do have a what's it called? Actually, no, it's not. Honestly, we probably have the better team overall, is what I would say. Uben is definitely interesting for sure, right? But Daimogoku is really good. I think Daimogoku is like the way people talk about Daimogoku is really crazy. You would think that he's like mediocre or like very difficult to use. I just think people don't know how to use him properly. Daimogoku does disgusting things. Like Diamond Goku does inhumane things, man. Like he's actually just like, this is disgusting. And I have level 3, so I'm like, okay, let me just get this first hit here. Go ahead farm, buddy. And I'm like, let me just snipe that guy. Oob was a little annoying this match for me as well, right? Oob was kind of like the cyclone. Again, I haven't fought many Oobs recently. I feel like people just aren't using Oob. And the thing about Oob is I think that targeted the Boo instead of who I wanted to. I was like, Boo's almost dead. I was not able to stop him, unfortunately. So I'm like, okay, since I can't. Oh no, wait, the God was there, yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, let's just Gekishin burst here. Right. That's why I got the, again, that's why you always get the first hit check. Even I forgot in this recording right here. But I'm like, let's just get this Gekishin burst here. We actually, I think, killed the tower here, if I'm not mistaken. Goodbye. So again, that's why getting that first hit, especially like, again, with hit here, just kind of can sneak and get that tower. Stun Oob right there. I'm like, okay, buddy, yeah, run away, goodbye. Let us get all this mid farm right here. Then I'm like, hey, we're already ahead. I will get Gekishin high here just to help secure towers even better. I think Hit is really good at making sure he's able to secure those towers. And Snowball's a little finicky because if I do get caught, you know, again, I will die. And I feel like Hit could, of course, get some really good KOs. But his more of a like enable character, like he enables like your DPSs, I think, to kill more often than not. I have no idea how they knew I was there, by the way. That's so weird. It's like they went for the bush right there. Am I crazy? Like he turned to me right away. I guess you know what he was probably doing? He was probably waiting there and hiding so he could try and snipe Nappa. And then I was just unfortunately there at the same time. It is what it is. It happens sometimes. I was just waiting to make sure I can get that final hit with Hit. That little secure again. Secures are very important. And like, okay, you know, let them be busy. Let them be busy with that. I'm just going to go over here and hit a little max Gekishin burst on their tower, right? Even though we lost 16, let me just hit this little max Gekishin burst there. Looking pretty good. Unfortunately, I think I get stopped right before by Oob. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate, but okay. Again, I do not know how he knew I was there. Like, am I crazy? Am I crazy for saying that? Like, again, he probably saw me like a split second before I went invisible, but I just like, how did he know? How did he know? Because there's not like there was a, where's my mouse again? It's not like there was a shoe there. Like, I actually don't know. Like, okay, he had to have seen me like go there, and I guess he got lucky. He definitely got lucky there, but that's kind of crazy, bro. Like he has that hit sense on point, man. Because I'm like, damn, how'd he get me twice like that, bro? That's crazy. That Goku did confirm the Kai, but doesn't really matter because he's about to die as well. And goodbye. Diamond Goku does get that kill confirmed. So now we go ahead and go for that tower over there. Majin Buu is actually moving down, and so is Cooler, I believe. So I'm like, let's just wait around and see. Oh, Baby's hitting a max burst right there. W Baby. Yeah. Again, I recorded these matches like 2-3 days ago. So from here, I'm like, okay, well, let's go ahead and knock Cooler down. I mean, 3 people on Cooler. Like, Cooler's tanky, but like it does get to a point, unfortunately. My little like movement speed down right there kind of helped out, and I was able to get that final snipe. That was a little dangerous. I could have easily died right there. At first I was like, I'm gonna go get the tower, but now I'm like, let me just do this. I blinded them all, so now they can't really see anything. For some reason, Baby possessed me, which does give away my location. But you know what? Sure, man. I guess from an enemy perspective, it could be really scary to see Ki Blast coming out of nowhere, and you're like, where the fuck are you, right? Oob did die right there. Unfortunate, I think, ult for Oob, unfortunately for him. I keep saying that unfortunate word, but it is what it is. I decided, hey, I'm gonna just like wait for them to both leave. They're both targeting Baby right there. I let Baby be bait a little bit. Then he started heading towards me so he could possess me. So I'm like, okay, Baby, well, you know, like, unfortunately, possessing me is not really the best idea, but whatever. At least he got a little bit of healing from that, right? I'm still invisible. We're still looking good here. Diamond Goku basically distracted them, so we can go ahead and get what's it called? The boss Majin Buu started backdooring us, right? The term just escaped my mind. But Daimagoku went over there to stop him, so we're fine. I did get killed, unfortunately. Flash step and Majin Buu? I just saw that. Again, some of these things you don't notice during the match, or I just don't remember. Flash step on Majin Buu. Okay, well, you know what? Secret Majin Buu tech. I had no idea, man. From here, Super Saiyan Goku's alive. He's kind of has to be a little safe right there. I was just kind of watching him, making sure he's good. He actually was able to get a kill on Cooler. I don't know how he did that, bro. He was like, yeah, let me be mega aggressive. I'm gonna die, might as well go down with a fight, is what he said, man. That was crazy. I decided since I'm back here, let me just get a little bit of back for him. Again, I'm a little behind compared to everyone else. Let me at least get on the same like level right there. I believe I decided to upgrade my ultimate to level 2. Not really a specific reason. I believe the range does increase, which is gonna be good for the ult and getting the actual blind, because you could just blind the entire enemy team if you hit it in a proper way. From here, I'm like, let me just stay back. Let me just check to see if Cooler's gonna just walk past me or not. He is waiting for me. He was like, yeah, let me just wait over there. And because of that, I decided, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try and bait Cooler out as hit. So I think I like sneak around the corner a little bit, and I'm like, yeah, I'm right here. Yeah, I'm right here, buddy. I'm around, just to scare him off, so I can go back and get Super Saiyan Goku, so he thinks I'm there. Like again, it's a little bit of a mind game, but bam, stun hit right there, or stun ass hit. Goku did get away. Meteor Smash is just so good, and I unfortunately, again, you know what? Sure. It did hit the fire mine. Let me actually look over that for myself, because let me see. Was I aiming it properly? Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, he was in the bush, but since he was invisible, it did aim towards the farm rather than Goku himself, which you know did help him out. What I should have done is gone into the actual the grass and then hit him, but it is fine. Again, you know, sometimes it's just some things that, you know, at the time you just don't really notice. I was waiting around here just because if any of them came, I would have been able to stop it. Then I realized, oh, yeah, Majin Buu is just kind of hitting our tower again. Again, Majin Buu's been backdooring us for like 16 years in this game. We left Super Saiyan Goku alone with Baby, but Baby actually did get the confirm, which, you know, is really good, actually. W Baby getting that confirmed right there. Speaking of baby, if you hear a child in the background, there's a baby crying, I think, next door. So if you guys hear that, you know, it is what it is. These walls are a little thin, right? Anyways, let's just keep going here. So Super Saiyan Goku got pushed back. I'm like, okay, you know, they're getting the tower. Let's just make sure we hold Majin Buu back. And he's now almost dead. Daimagoku got the kill. Now we're looking pretty good. I'm like, hey, might as well use my ult now, blind them all. Now let's go ahead and hit the final Gekishin burst here. I don't think we get the tower just yet. So what I did is I decided, let me just stay in the clouds right here. Of course, you know, they're all just like heading towards the clouds now. So I'm like, okay, well, that didn't really work out for me specifically. So I'm like, let me just kind of move back, get a little bit of healing, try to snipe someone potentially. It's a very, very dangerous situation. I knew they were going to be able to chip the tower though, if not for me. So I was like, okay, let's just kind of just wait around, basically is what I was doing there, just to make sure we do get the tower. And I think right here I get KO right at the end. No, I'm still alive right there because I'm standing up. So there we go. Again, overall, I think that could have been a better game from me personally. I think I could have been more mindful of the towers myself, right? And that's the thing, like backdooring could be very dangerous, but we did let Majin Buu backdoors a little bit. Still, we were getting the bosses and everything like that, so it's not like it was like a terrible thing or anything that happened. It's just something that could have been better, if that makes sense. Let's just skip ahead again from here. I'm just laning with Oob. Not really like a big deal. like to kind of show the first part of the match, just because at this point, I mean, you guys kind of get the point of how everything's going, at least at the beginning, so there's not really a reason for that. We are against a Frieza and a Trunks here, which is actually pretty good for us. Both of them are pretty squishy. We do need to watch out for Zarbon and the Dorio, though. Zarbon and the Dorio could be very dangerous. I'm not sure why Oob was not trying to go for the confirm with me as well, but I kind of understand. He was probably waiting for them to attack it just so we can confirm it after. I personally would have preferred we just bursted the boss right there. I think we could have definitely done that. I was looking for the best course of action in terms of who to attack. Trunks came around, so that worked out for me, but I think I was visible towards him during that time. Got that final stun, and bam! Unfortunately, I didn't have Snowball or anything available. I think I do end up grabbing Snowball this game, because I'm like, Trunks is squishy, Frieza is squishy. I think we could definitely get that. I feel like Trunks is a character that, you know, he doesn't have a lot of, like, he has what's it called, his second skill, I believe, which is like the kind of warp ability, if I'm not mistaken. It's either second or third skill, but I feel like Trunks just dies so easily whenever I'm fighting a Trunks. Again, it depends on the Trunks you're fighting, of course, but they actually got the kill right there against my Oob. Unfortunately, I was kind of, again, from there, maybe I could have played a little closer to what Oob was doing. I think I do die right there, unfortunately. So they should get like a hit or two on the tower, which is like not a good start at all. We had a very strong first push, but unfortunately, you know, we couldn't really capitalize on it, and they were able to have their own strong first push right there. Trunks was waiting around, so I'm like, let's see, let's wait and see if Trunks goes down. And I went to just kind of sneak around and see if Trunks is there. I see now Trunks is leaving. He went back up, so he scared me. He tried to play some mind games to check if I would go, I guess. That did work out in his favor. I think Kale does secure that, unfortunately. Either Kale or Frieza, because, again, yeah, I was just staying up here to farm, honestly. Yeah, Nappa killed our Frieza. Actually, Super Saiyan Goku did get that. Again, guys, that's very specific of these matches. I'm like trying to remember. They were recorded like a day or two ago. Trunks here. Just really the point of me is holding him back. I could not kill him in his Super Saiyan transformation, but I'm like, okay, well, at least let me just get a little burst of damage. We could very easily kill Trunks here, especially once my skill does go up. Just waiting for this to appear. I think I do. Ooh, we almost got him right there. Barely escaped yet. Oob doesn't have like a big, massive attack that could just like secure. So unfortunately, that was not good for us. I tried to stun Trunks there, but I didn't have my skill available. Super Saiyan 3 Goku came out of nowhere, luckily. Trunks tried to ult right there, which is very funny as well. So like, hey, you know, whatever it is. We could actually start taking this tower. Both me and Super Saiyan 3 realized that. The max Gekishin burst, I think this wasn't going to happen, especially with Frieza. Actually, did he hit the max Gekishin burst right there? Was he not hit? Wow, okay. Again, yeah, I guess Zarbon did not set up in time because Super Saiyan 3 Goku was able to get that max Gekishin burst. Unfortunate. I say Zarbon as if that's the character. Frieza, you guys get the point. Poor Frieza. Sucks for that boy. But yeah, from here we could just kind of stay back and farm a little bit. I feel like, again, the timer on that tower was very low for Zeno, so there's not really a point. From here, actually, I decided to go down and sneak that bottom tower since they're all up there, which is a smart move for me, right? You know, for sure. So I'm like, hey, you know what? What if I could just hit this Gekishin burst right here? Let's just be a little annoying, right? Let's just go ahead and take this tower down right here. Bam. And then we actually did get this tower. Luckily, 16 hit that top tower at the back, so that definitely helped us out quite a bit. Trunks is just right there, man. He's a little scary the way he popped out of nowhere. Because of that photon bomb, we're actually able to get the kill on Trunks right here because, you know, it stopped him a little bit, so that allowed me to catch up. Photon Bomber is super good, man. I'm a huge fan of the Photon Bomber right there. I mean, look at that. Bam. Another kill confirmed thanks to Vegeta. Cooler might have been able to get away. So, there we go. Enemy team surrendered. I mean, we had most of the towers at that point. And again, that's Again, hit being able to backdoor us getting the secures with Android 16 and things like that. We were able to look pretty good right there, all in all. So that's pretty good. And that Super Saiyan 3 Goku was, of course, able to kind of clutch up with the Instant Transmission Kamehamehas. Again, really dumb, stupid, good ability. The Instant Transmission Kamehameha is very, very powerful. I didn't really do the best in that match either, but I kind of did what my role was supposed to be, which, of course, is to secure the towers, be annoying, do all that kind of stuff, right? So, again, I think it did work out in my favor. Now, we have myself at a level disadvantage at the start here, not the best. We're facing another Frieza, Vegeta, Super Saiyan Goku, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Again, we do have Daima here. Daima Goku, if used properly, absolutely could cook. Fortunately, I'm a level behind, so I can get my extra skill, but I still do get the first hit and push Frieza away. Unfortunately, Super Saiyan Goku just kind of right there. Luckily, Hit has some very strong kind of evasive maneuvers right there. That Goku was smart getting the max level for the Meteor Hammer, which is getting nerfed, by the way, which is good. Meteor Hammer is pretty strong, man. Right there, I was like, let's be a little careful. I could have killed Frieza, but unfortunately, it was a little too late, and I'm like, I need to make sure I help my partner, which I think this would have been a way better option to make sure we kill the Super Saiyan Goku. I think it does happen right here. Perfect. And I'm like, hey, let's go for a little bit of a Gekishin burst. Why not? Unfortunately, the Doria was very annoying, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku came out of nowhere. Man, what I should have done there potentially is just focus on Frieza rather than focus on, what's it called? Getting the tower, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Not the biggest deal of all time. We still have a little bit of a tower advantage, a little snipe taken off at the top of their tower. So we're looking good still. And again, the visibility, if they try to sneak up, we should be okay. From here, I'm like, I could try and snipe that, but unfortunately I did not. Again, a better play there would be to wait in the bushes and kind of try to snipe that, especially with Frieza around. Frieza is like a really good secure character. Frieza is just able to massively melt these bosses' HP, which we see Frieza might be trying to set up soon. But, you know, the boss is coming around. They're all like kind of moving around in the middle. I'm like, hey, they might not notice that I'm gonna hit a few Gekishin bursts here, you know, that's fine. Let me go ahead and get some of these bursts in. Android 16 was lost, unfortunately. But I did escape right there just in time. That was a little close, but even though they got 16, I did get massive damage to their towers, which again, very important. I see Frieza's right there. I would have stunned him, but again, he's right at the God of Destruction anyway, so it doesn't really matter. He would just heal it off. You know, he'll be able to escape basically, so not really a big deal. I do stun Super Saiyan Goku out of that. Where's that Super Saiyan 3, dude? It's a little hard to tell sometimes. I think as these are more... I think the more these matches last, like the more kind of stupid I get, but it's all good. Okay, now from here, just kind of waiting around to see if they would try to sneak the tower. Bottom lane's going pretty good right there. They are making a really, really strong push. Vegeta's probably going to die soon. Actually, no, he's at full health. Never mind. That Super Saiyan 2 Goku is on like his little brink of dying. Now I come back up here. Again, Super Saiyan Goku is doing just fine. Maybe I was being a little bit of a, you know, a watcher for a little longer than I thought. That Goku went bottom. I think he was like, yeah, let's just make sure we watch out for this here right here. A bit dangerous, but I do sneak around here and get this little Gekishin burst. And I could just, there we go, chip the tower. Because tower chipping is very fair and balanced. Because, you know, why not? You could defend all you want, but you could actually still chip a tower. It doesn't really matter. I saw my Goku was going over there, so I was like, hey, I don't want to I didn't want to push too far. So I'm like, hey, bro, I think you might die. I like changed my mind like 2 or 3 times, but I'm like, I don't know, man. Like if both of us get wiped, that's gonna be really bad for bottom. So I'm like, I'm gonna do this instead. This will benefit us, all of us, in the long run. Bro sees that I am getting the tower right there, but it is too late. I think I do end up killing Super Saiyan 2 here. Honestly, that was a little lucky. I had Ultra Instinct right there. I'm like, you know what? He's heading towards this direction. I saw the red circle. I'm like, let's hope this does land it. And it actually do snipe him. Oh man, I'm goated. I'm goated. I'm goated. I actually don't know why that didn't stun Vegeta personally, but whatever. I did get killed, so my snowball stacks are God no. Unfortunate. From here, I decided let's take a look here. So Frieza does have all the blue cards right there. Again, both Vegetas are stacked up. Our Diamond Goku has 2 snowball stacks, which is pretty good. And again, we still have a pretty good tower advantage, and we got Nappa. So just doing hit things again, getting that tower. Whew, very good, right? Again, with hit, I like playing a little more like of a rat hit in terms of like backdooring the towers. It's so fun rather than directly engage in certain fights. I mean, I think if I think we could definitely get a kill, that's when I really go in ahead and engage. Like when Goku is fighting up there and they're right next to the tower that they could heal with, I was like, I don't know if that's a smart fight to go ahead and push for personally. That's why I kind of left him and I decided to go for the tower instead, which of course I think did benefit us over doing that, like that fight down there, but it is what it is. I was like, okay, you know what? They're all down there near their tower. Mid is about to become available. Let me just wait for this top tower to kind of disappear if possible. Let's see if Super Saiyan 3 or Frieza wait around here. I was just kind of, again, trying to see what's going to happen. I think one of them do come back up. I believe it's Super Saiyan Goku comes around here. I was like, yeah, I saw, again, you guys could see the little kind of ring. But he didn't notice I was there, and he was like, man, I have to go help mid. So you know what happens here, chat? Guess what? You get a max Gekishin burst. Yep, chat. Look at that. Bam. They did not know I was there. Yep. Perfect. Now, Frieza does come back, but I think I actually... Dude, those Frieza blasts still tracked me, even after I was invisible, which is kind of crazy if you take a look here. I was invisible, but those blasts still tracked me, so I was like, okay, well, that's cool. Thanks, Zarban and Midoriya, again, because Zarban and Midoriya, I believe, do still kind of recognize where you are, even if you're invisible. I was invisible there. I don't know how I was flying, but sure, you know, whatever works. It might have been just a visual error. From here, again, chat, I don't know how I got away. I played like Dead by Daylight there, bro. I was just like peeking around. Dude, I don't know what was going on, but you know what? Whatever worked. They're all in middle except for Frieza. So I'm like, okay, let this kind of flank around a little. I'm like, oh, we can kill this Goku. Goodbye. You're dead, actually. I'm hit, buddy. I'm hit, buddy. So I do get a little bit of a snowball stack there. We do love to see it. At this point, they're all going to be defending their tower, which I think is absolutely fair. However, at the same time, we could very easily just get a little snipe there, right? All we need to do is chip that tower. They don't see me here. Oh, and I think I got hit by something. That's why. Luckily, I think one of them got a KO on the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, so he wasn't just around there. This was very scary. Unfortunately, Frieza's ultimate did kill me. I think I vanished there. I don't know what I was thinking, actually. I should have vanished that. I have like 3 IQ sometimes. It's all good. Sometimes we all make misplaced, man. It's kind of crazy. You look back at footage and you're like, man, I could have done this. I should have done this. But it's also a thing of like, you know, when you're actually playing the game, it's a little different, like from seeing the full picture at certain times. But that's why, like, looking back and reviewing your gameplay, I think is so good for stuff like this, right? Just to improve yourself as a player. I mean, I recommend anyone, if you're looking to get better at the game, to like record footage of yourself. If you're on PC or even if you're on mobile, you can just like record your screen, record gameplay of yourself, and just look and see, okay, this is how I died. What could I have done to maybe prevent that potentially? again right here. We're able to sneak around. Unfortunately, didn't really work out for me, but it is what it is. Luckily, Frieza this time did not have Zarbon of the Doria, so again, we're looking pretty good. I guess Frieza thought I was over there. They're actually rushing down to get that Diamond Goku pick, which I think is very fair. Unfortunately for them, you know, I'm still pretty goated. I made Super Saiyan Goku kind of blinded right there. That almost hit me. Frieza did get our tower right there, but doesn't really matter because we have the Dragon Ball. I think from here, I just kind of sit around and I ping them to get the Dragon Ball because I'm like, I mean, there's nothing much I could do. I would have, I was going to go ahead and retreat just to make sure we don't get team KO'd in any scenario. But it didn't really matter because our Super Saiyan Goku was able to go ahead and confirm with the, what's it called? What was I gonna say? He was able to get the dragon basically, right? So there it is. And I think this game really shows off what Hit's able to do well. Just backdooring, I got all the towers. I mean, 105 K got a destruction damage to the tower. Again, I don't have damage inflicted basically at all to any of them, and Hit is a little reliant on teammates for doing this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, objectives are objective. The enemy team could have had 10 KOs. Actually, no, if they had like 10 KOs, they probably could have like confirmed a little more secures. But again, what matters the most in this game is getting objectives. No matter what, you can get as many kills as you want. You could still lose the game if you have like 10 plus kills. But here's S rank for technical. Again, let me know what y'all are thinking. Apologize if there's any background noise. It is what it is. But thanks y'all. There's S rank, and I'll catch you guys in the next Gekishin video. Peace out.